U.S. House Republicans revealed bank records that they say shows the Biden family received millions of dollars from foreign countries like China, Ukraine, and Romania for decades.
And the House Oversight Committee says the Bidens have not explained what they provided in exchange for the millions of dollars from foreign countries. It says that several companies were set up to send the money to members of the Biden family, including the president's grandchildren. And the committee says it happened while President Biden was vice president and after he left office. It also says some of the money had links to the Chinese government.
There's gobs of money involved here, and it's important to understand what did these foreign regimes, many of them corrupt, many of them hostile to the United States, what did they think they were buying by transferring all this money to the Biden family?
The White House calls the claims absurd attacks and says the White House has nothing to hide. This comes as the president's son, Hunter, remains under federal investigation for his overseas business dealings. The Oversight Committee says it's also waiting for an FBI document that it says will back up an alleged overseas business deal that President Biden was involved with during his time as vice president.